When we moved into our new house, Emily was less than a year old. Maureen and I spent a lot of time picking out kitchen and furniture, kitchen cabinets, bathroom fixtures. But the most important thing we chose was our custom-made curved oak staircase. It was the only thing I insisted on. I foresaw today and couldn't wait to see Emily cascade down those steps on her wedding day in what I knew would be the most beautiful wedding dress.
Oh, the wonder that awaits. Here we are, forever starts today.
Waited 30 years for this. Oh, I love it. As a dad who felt it was his job to always worry about the welfare of his daughter, I prayed Emily would someday find Mr. Right. I hope that someday a special young man would ask me if he was worthy enough to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage. That day came on a hot, sunny July 5th. So when he asked me if it was all right to ask Emily for her hand in marriage, I looked at him and said, "I'll think about it." The look on his face was priceless. He didn't know what to say, so after a few seconds, I laughed, hugged him, and told him it would be an honor.
Forever starts today.
From the moment I met you 11 years ago, I knew you were special. You're my better half, my best friend, and my soulmate. I promise to love you fiercely today and every day after, until death do us part.
7 years ago, when we first started dating, you knocked me off my feet. I was, and still am to this day, struck by your big heart, your fearlessness, and your devotion to Italian BYOB restaurants. In a world that sometimes feels black and white, you're my splash of color, and I feel lucky to call you my wife. I vow to always respect you, honor you, stay weird with you, and above all else, love you with all that I am.
Here's our time. All the world is ours to take. You and me will find a way. Oh, the wonder that awaits. Here we are, forever stars. Through it all, the world we face. You and me will find a way. Oh, the wonder that awaits. Here we are, forever starts today. Forever starts. Look at how our galaxies collide.
Your grandmother, Sandra, Emily, last night she said to me, "You know, Father, I'm not really into like all these weddings and stuff like that." I thought, oh, good, that's great. I said, "What do you mean?" She says, "I'm more interested in what happens after the wedding. It's about the life that they lead afterwards." That's right. That this commitment today, this is a single day event. Your marriage is a lifetime event.
Lay here forever, you and I together. I just wanna stay until the morning sun. I just wanna stay until the morning.
After high school, we traded one valley for a different one. We said goodbye to Valley View and together headed off to Happy Valley. Following Penn State, we became roommates together in Philadelphia, where we began yet another new life chapter together. It was during this time when I first met Josh. As I was living with Emily for the first 3 years of their relationship, I had a front row seat to watching their connection develop into what it is today. Their sense of humor and weirdness were identical, but they are also two of the most considerate and thoughtful friends I have to this day.
Nothing is better than you and I together. I just wanna stay until the morning sun. Lay here forever, you and I together.
The first time I saw you screaming at the TV over fantasy football, I knew you would fit in seamlessly with our family. But tonight isn't about strokes on the golf course, Texas Hold'em, or who is the better youth baseball player. It's about unity, celebration, and excitement for the future.
I couldn't ask for a better son-in-law because I know he comes from a family just like ours. Josh, we're honored to have you and your family as part of our family. But remember, I loved her first.
Josh is really the most wonderful big brother you could ever ask for him. You once told me that when it comes to love, you were picky and you'd be willing to wait forever. You weren't into shallow. You were looking for something deep. Thank you for showing me and showing us all that it's worth waiting for the perfect woman.
Lay here forever, you and I together. I just wanna stay until the morning sun. 'Cause nothing is better than you and I together. I just wanna stay until the morning sun.
Josh, I couldn't be happier for you. To have found your true match in Emily is no small or fleeting thing, it's lifelong. And the love and the commitment that you guys share have set the most wonderful example for everyone in this room.
Until the morning sun. I just wanna stay until the morning sun. My first day on earth, I fell into your eyes. Look at how our galaxies collide.